Thursday, April 27th, and I've got my 3 free best bets for you. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another betting video with you with DYF Bets, where we're trying to help you make money every single day so you can dictate your fate and get to that bread. Now, yesterday we had a 2-in-1 day. We almost swept the board. We were so close in our last game of the day. I was so pumped because I thought we had it. But hey, listen, it happens. We won on Giannis points. We got the D-backs on the run line, but we lost on the Cardinals. So that brings us to a 2-in-1 day. You can see our record right here. Hey, we're still crushing it. We're still killing it. 2-in-1 days is over 500. That's all I'm looking for, right? You should be in profit. MLB, we've been crushing it, and NBA, we've been making a comeback. So listen, we're trying to build on that momentum today. And as always, please like this video, share it with somebody, subscribe to this channel as we're trying to get to 50 subscribers. I've been seeing y'all watching the views. The view counts have been going up, so I appreciate it. But let's continue to grow this channel. And as always, let's make some money and let's dive into the best bets for today. Let's go. All right, so for my first best bet of the day, I am going to the NBA, and I'm going to take the Celtics in the first half over 60.5 points. Right now, the odds are about -120 on my book. It's playable up to 62 points, depending on what your book has it at or when you're going to put the bet on. This game starts at 7:30 p.m. on TNT. And listen, this is a big game here for the Celtics, okay? They up next in the next series, they're going to be playing the Sixers, and the Sixers are resting. And the more games that these guys get to rest, guess what? They give Embiid more time to get back to 100%. The Celtics, they really should have closed out this game in the at home last game, but they didn't get it done. Trae Young, he did what he needed to do. So listen, now they have to travel back to ATL today to play one more, and I think this Celtics team comes out inspired and jumps on the Hawks to get this thing started. Now, defense has been a premium in this series. In the last 3 games of the series, every game has gone over the total, and we see another high total in this game at 232.5. So I'm expecting there to be a lot of scoring. The Celtics have gone over this first half total in every single game so far this series, and they also led the league during the regular season in first half points per game, averaging just shy of 61 points per game. So we're right here on this total. Now on the other side of it, Atlanta, they're not really known for their defense. They don't really play a lot of defense. They're going to try to outscore you. That's their thing. And guess what? We don't expect to see anything differently in this game. During the regular season, the Hawks were in the bottom 5 in terms of first half points given up per game. So I believe that the Celtics are going to come out strong today. They're going to jump onto the Hawks, and now it might be closer down the end, but because of that, just give me the team total over 60.5 points in the first half. Let's go. For my second best bet of the day, I'm going for a 2-team steamer. I'm putting together 2 money line parlays. I really like both of these teams. I'm going with the Orioles on the money line. I'm pairing them with the Twins on the money line. Depending on what odds you get it at, you can get it probably around +150, +155, somewhere in that range. Now, the Orioles are sending Kyle Gibson to the mound against Joey Wentz for the Detroit Tigers, and that's the starters in this one. Now, we saw the same exact pitching matchup on April 22nd, and I could see a very similar matchup in this game. The Orioles won that one, and I expect them to win this one. Gibson dominated the Tigers in that last matchup, going 6 1/3 innings with only 1 run allowed and 11 strikeouts. Now on the other side of the mound, Joey Wentz, who went for the Tigers, he gave up 5 earned runs and 4 innings, including a home run. And truthfully, that's not what you want to see, especially against a Orioles lineup that's really well against lefties. They're top 10 in baseball in terms of OPS against left-handed pitchers, and they also make these left-handed pitchers work. They're in the top 5 in terms of walk rate, and then the bottom 10 in terms of strikeout rate. So they're not going to be out there just swinging the bat. They're not going to be out there just messing up, or they're going to make that pitcher work. They're going to make Joey Wentz really hit his spots, and this is a really good spot for the Orioles as they've been coming off a strong series against the Red Sox. I expect Gibson to have another strong series today. Wentz, he's not a guy who's really striking out a lot of guys. He's pitching to contact. The Orioles do well in that type of scenario, so give me the Orioles on the money line here. Now in the second matchup, the Minnesota Twins, they're playing the Kansas City Royals, and we have Tyler Maui on the mound and Zach Greinke going for the Royals. Now, this is a really tough spot for a Royals team that truthfully they need to get a win here, but it's not. I don't see it happening, okay? We've mentioned it before in this show, and we've also mentioned it as well in the Telegram. If you're not inside that Telegram, press the link below so you can join the free group. But Greinke is a night and day different starter when he's at home and then when he's on the road. Like at home, he's locked in. So far this year, he's 3.6 ERA at home. On the road, 6 6.3 ERA, right? Last year, we saw something very similar. At home last year, he was a 1.9 ERA. On the road, 5.32. You see that big disparity right there? And guess what? Kansas City is now on the road, and this is just really a tough road spot for them. As you guys know, or if you don't know, here's a little sports betting tip for you. On Wednesdays are travel days in the MLB. So that's why games typically start a little bit earlier so teams can play their game and then get on the road and travel. Well, Kansas City played in Arizona yesterday, and then they now have to fly cross country to Minnesota to now play tonight, while the Twins, they were just at home against the Yankees in their series. So the Twins, they're rested, they have the better lineup, they've got the better bullpen, and now they're going against Zach Greinke, who's truthfully not the best on the road, and he's going to need the run support against a Royals team that is in the bottom 5 in terms of every hitting stat. That does not match up well for the Royals here at all. So give me the Twins on the money line. If you want to take both of these teams individually, I like both of them on the run line, but if you pair them together, you get them about plus 150 value there. So let's go with the 2-team steamer on the money line parlay. Let's cash it. For my third and last best bet of the day, I'm going with the same game parlay. We're going to go with the Rays and White Sox Nerfy, and I'm going to parlay that with the Rays money line. Now, that gets you to about plus 180 or so odds on your book. If your book does not allow you to parlay them, then just take both of them individually. I like the Nerfy a lot, but right now my book is about minus 150, so the odds are a little bit juiced on that. And then the Rays as well are about minus 150 on the money line, which I like as well, okay? But what we have here are two aces on the mound. We've got Shane McClanahan and Dylan Cease, and this is another matchup where we have two pitchers who've already faced off against each other. On April 22nd, the Rays got the win in this one 4-3 in extras, and I expect to see something very similar today. Dylan Cease, he's great, okay? He's one of the best pitchers in the AL. He always shuts it down. He does a great job, but truthfully, he's a strikeout and a hard contact pitcher. So he's looking to miss bats, or when you do make contact with it, you're going to get hard hits. You might give up a home run or deep fly balls, right? So because of that, those two things really don't fare well against a Rays lineup that looks to hit the ball hard, and they don't chase a lot of pitches, so they're going to make you work, especially for those strikeouts, right? And the last time these two teams faced each other, Dylan Cease, he went 4 innings. He only gave up 3 earned runs, but he had over 100 pitches in those 4 innings. That's why he had to get pulled. So guess what? Now, look in this matchup today, I expect to see something similar, and then when you put the ball in the hands of the White Sox bullpen, you do not want to see that at all. They're one of the worst bullpens in all of baseball, and because of that, I have to ride with the Rays today. They got McClanahan on the mound, their ace. He goes into games a lot deeper. We've seen him go 6 innings so far this year, going to the 7th a few times. Because of that, if Dylan Cease cannot go late into this game, the advantage is towards the Rays because they've got the better lineup and they've got the better bullpen, and because of that, I really think the money is on the Rays today. So like I said, take both of them individually, or if your book allows you to do it, parlay the Nerfy, because I think they're going to get 6 quick outs between the both of them, and then also taking the Rays on the money line for the full game just because of the pitch to contact, the hard contact the Rays can get, hit 1 or 2 out, or if Dylan Cease, goes 5 innings or so, you're going to put the hands into the bullpen, and that's not what we want to see right there. All right, guys, that's it. Those are my 3 best bets of the day. Listen, we're looking for our first sweep, and I'm looking to cash it. Yesterday, we came real close. But hey, if you're finding value in these videos, please, again, like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm just trying to help you make money, and I want to see you win like I've been winning. And listen, baseball is the best time to win. So you saw that baseball record before. If you're sitting on the fence and you're only looking for NBA playoffs or NHL, listen, we're going to drop some of those plays too. But baseball is your opportunity to really run it up and get to a bag, and I want to be able to help you to do that today. All right, guys? As always, dictate your fate, and let's make some money, practice that bankroll management, and let's get after it. Later. See you tomorrow.